Hey TILT friends, we'd like to introduce you to the project we've been working on for these TILT badges, and it all begins with the rollout of our new domain, BPS-TILT.org. The home page of this site basically replicates the TILT page on our BPS-TIS Weebly, but it's going to go into a little bit more detail when it comes down to the actual phases. Clicking on the Phase 3 tab will give a few more details about exactly what Phase 3 is and will become. Obviously, the expectation is training it forward, but that's going to look a lot different depending on who you are. Since we know not everyone is interested in presenting at a conference, by brainstorming together and talking with our current Phase 2 and Phase 3 teachers, we've brainstormed a list of all of the possible ways that we could think of that different TILT members might possibly want to share. We group these tasks into points depending on how challenging or maybe even how scary some of them are. And we also know that this list is not comprehensive, so there's a place where people can suggest new activities. By clicking on the Protocol tab, you'll be able to see how Phase 3 tilters will go about earning these badges and the corresponding points that go with them. Basically, the idea is that you provide evidence to show how what you're doing is benefiting other teachers. You can choose your path to 100 points any way you wish, but at the end of the year, Phase 3 tilters will be eligible for a 100-point meta badge, where they will officially be recognized at a ceremony as a certified TILT savant. When a Phase 3 TILT teacher is ready to submit a request for a badge, there's a tab on there for that. They're simply going to fill out a Google form that's going to describe who they are, what they did, and how it benefited other teachers. You can select from the list of badges. We will add these as you suggest them. You're going to describe what you did, when you did it, and how what you're doing has made an impact on your colleagues, your peers, and your greater professional learning network. The most important aspect of this piece is going to be in justifying your evidence. When a TILT teacher submits a link, which they'll have to do to share their evidence, it's got to show how what they did made an impact on others. So, for example, if you were to post on Facebook 5 times to earn the 5 points, that's great as long as the evaluators can actually look and see the evidence. So for this example, I'm going to pretend to copy this link, paste it in here. I can also add additional files for my evidence, assuming that the evaluators, which will be your TISs, don't know anything about what you've done or how you've tried to make an impact. Badge candidates will want to be as thorough and complete as possible when they submit the form, because when we read it, we want to be able to show to the world what you've done. On submission of the form, a couple of things are going to happen automatically. The TISs are going to get an email generated by Formule script that will indicate to them that one of our tilters has expressed an interest in earning a badge. That will lead us to a spreadsheet where we'll be able to evaluate your submission and evidence. So as you can see here, my submission on the bottom line, and I will expand this so you can actually see what the cells say. If I read it, I'm going to be able to see who sent it, what they did, what badge they're trying to earn, and I'll be able to click on the link to view their evidence. Now here, I am signed into Facebook and I'm also a member of the BPS-TIS group. So this one's easy for me to look and see. Ann Brucker did indeed post to the Facebook page 5 times. The other thing that will happen when you submit your form is that you'll get an email. It will include a link to a document with your evidence, your link to your evidence, and your description of what you did, as well as a link to the website where you can see the other badges. Unfortunately, not every request will always result in a badge. In my example, I provided a link to a Facebook page. If I were to view this in an incognito window, or I were not part of the Facebook group, I wouldn't be able to see that evidence, and I therefore would not be able to publish that, where I'll show you here in a minute. So in this case, unfortunately, I'm going to have to mark this one as a no. So the moral of the story is your submissions will be either marked with a no or an X to indicate that you did indeed earn a badge. All of the rest of this will be the magic of a Formule script. This is set to run on 3 separate templates. 1, that we verify your response. 2, that we are denying a response. And 3, we're going to go ahead and award a badge. That's our favorite. If your evidence demonstrates that you still have some to learn, or maybe you just didn't submit enough of the right kind of evidence for us to be able to see how your project benefited others, you'll get this email. That doesn't mean you're over and done. You can always resubmit and try again. However, if your evidence is strong, your project is beneficial to others, and you're easily able to prove to us how you trained it forward to your peers, you'll get the email that says, "Congratulations." From there, you'll be directed to the page where you can view all of the badges currently awarded. Clicking on any of the badges in this list, which you created by the way, will open up a link to the participants' actual evidence. These are lessons, resources, examples, and other links that not only show how a tilter has benefited his colleagues or her peers, but also to inspire you on projects that you might want to replicate yourself. See and try other people's lessons, test out their breakouts, or even find out the secret to their success on their award-winning grant. In case you need even further inspiration, this table is sortable. By clicking on the categories at the top of the page, you can hone the list down by the badge earner, by badges of a given number of points, or even by the specific task that was done to earn said badge. This might give you an idea of different ways, besides standing up in front of a crowd full of people, that you could share with and benefit your peers. Now, one last thing. In order to honor the badge recipients, we want to make sure that badge recipients can actually view badge recipients. And so the tool that runs this will need you to sign in. Once you're logged in with your Google account, you'll be able to see every bit of the awesomeness, including badge earners as well as badge creators. Big, huge thanks to everyone who participated and created a badge for us. This could not have been done without you, and we're looking forward to seeing how this rolls out through next year. Be on the lookout to more exciting changes as we roll out programs similar to this for phases 2 and 1. And in the meantime, feel free to go ahead and test this by submitting a badge of your own, whether real or fake. It'll be fun to see how it works. We'll clear these out and start over with a clean slate at the beginning of next school year. In the meantime, thank you again for all of your help and for proving that once again, sharing is what TILT is really all about.